Right, data is our last topic, and it's not a very detailed section that we need to do in here. I'm actually going to do most of the questions with you. There'll only be one or two left for you to finish off. Most of the questions that you're going to have on your exam are not drawing graphs. They can't be because remember it's mostly multiple choice. So there's probably only one that you will need to draw. The rest of the data questions are going to be you answering things from graphs already drawn or mean, medians, modes, and ranges that we also need to calculate. Okay, so first question. 4 Year 8 classes were asked what their favourite soft drink was out of cola, lemonade, and fizzy orange. The results are shown in the table below. How many students in 8C, so 8C are these people, choose fizzy orange as their favourite drink? So fizzy orange is the bottom one, so there is 10 people. Next one. What is the most popular drink in 7D? So here's 7D. The highest number is the 11, which is for lemonade. How many students are in 8B? So here's 8B. How many students means in total, I need to add those numbers together. So 8 plus 8 is 16, plus another 6 is 22. Which soft drink had the most votes in total? So you probably need your calculator for this, and you want to go, forgetting which part, then I want the total number of people that drink cola. So you go that, plus that, plus that, plus that. What does it equal? 36, good. Now do the next row. 7 plus 6 plus 4 plus 11. 28. And 3 plus 8 plus 10 plus 5. Okay, so which one is has the most votes? Cola. All right, so question 2 I'm leaving for you. Here it is. Another one just answering questions on the column graph. Question 3 I've crossed out. We did do single set data, but we didn't do classes. Okay, so you won't need to do that, which is why that one's crossed out. Question 4. Consider the following data. Find the mean, mode, median, and range. How do you find a mean? Lola. It's to do with the total. There's something else as well, though. Average. So in terms of a formula, you don't have to write this down to do the question, but you might want it on your study sheet. The mean, which is an X with a bar above it, is the sum of the scores divided by the number of scores. Okay, so you get your calculator out and you will add up those numbers. Yes, even the negative ones. So we'll have 2 plus 8 minus, my calculator disappeared. Minus 3 plus 5 plus 0 minus 4 plus 8 plus 9 minus 1 and plus 6. So it totals 30. And I divide that by the number of scores, so I count out how many numbers there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 30 divided by 10 is equal to 3. Part B, find the mode. Defined that. Yes, Kayla, good job. That stands for the most occurring number. So have a look through the list. Is there a number that happens more than the others? 8 happens twice. Is that the only one? Sometimes you can have more than one mode. But yeah, no, I think it's the only one. So 8 is the mode. Part C, find the median. What do you have to, first, what is define median? Median is the middle, good. But before you can find the middle, there's something else that you have to remember to check first. What is it? The numbers have to be in order. These ones are not. So go through and write in order. The smallest number is -4. So I've done that. Then -3, minus 1, then 0, 2, 5, 6, 8, 8, 9. And when you put them in order, I always like to count them just to make sure I haven't lost any. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, because we knew there was 10. Good, I've got them all. All right, so doing the middle, you cross off from the beginning and end. Cross off the minus 4 with the 9. Cross off minus 3 with the 8. Beginning and end, beginning and end. Until you either have 1 or 2 numbers left. If you have 2 numbers left, you have to average them, which means add them together and divide by 2. So go 2 plus 5 over 2. When you do it in your calculator, please make sure you type it in as a fraction like that. If you do the divide button, it will only divide the second number. It won't do the addition first, because it will do order of operations. It'll say divide has to happen before I do the add. Okay, so type them in like that. What do you get? 3.5. Part D, find the range. How do you find a range? What is the formula? Nobody knows. Good job, yes. So I'm just going to go highest minus lowest. And my list that's in order makes it nice and easy. The highest number is a 9. And then I want to subtract my lowest number, which is a minus 4. 2 minuses make a plus. So 9 plus 4 means the range is 13. So that's how spread out they are. There's a spread of 13 numbers there. Okay, so make sure you do know the definitions of all of these things, how to find them. Okay, next page, question 5. A survey is conducted that asks 100 randomly selected adults how many children they have. The results are shown in the table below. So I have to admit this graph is a little bit lacking. It's very small and hasn't got any grid or markings or anything on there for you. Okay, but of these two things, we have number of children and frequency. Which one is going to go down here? Yes. Whatever's on the top of the table goes across the horizontal. So number of children down here. And that means the vertical is going to be the frequency. Now, for this one, we should be using a ruler since there's no spaces measured for us. And when we look at number of children, we have from 0 up to 4. So you'd go space 0, another nice maybe 1 centimeters if you do have your ruler, a centimeter space, 1, 2, 3, 4. And often there's an extra space because this is going to be our histogram, and you'll see why in a second. The frequency goes up to 35. You're going to go up by 7s. How about you go up by 5s, which is 7 spaces? Is that what you meant? Okay, just go up by 5s. So go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Again, they would need to be measured. To draw a histogram, there's these big columns that come up here. The column has to be halfway between these gaps here. So 0 goes to 35. My column has to start here, go up to 35, across, and end halfway between the 0 and 1. Yeah, so if I try to use my ruler for this, no, my toolbar doesn't seem to be working, no ruler. So we're going 35. Like that. Should be ruled. One children, there is a frequency of 30, so there's no gap in between the columns. From the 30, you will come across, and it will go end between the 1 and the 2. 2 is a frequency of 20. 3 is a frequency of 10. And 4 is a frequency of 5. Okay, so mine's a little bit wonky because I haven't used the ruler, but hopefully yours is a bit straighter than that. Okay, part B. Is the distribution skewed or symmetrical? Skewed. So to be symmetrical, it needs to be something like this, where you could draw a line down the middle and it would be exactly the same on either side. That's symmetrical data. Anywhere where your data is kind of all got most of the scores happening at one side, that is skewed. So this is definitely skewed. Part C, what proportion of the adult population has 2 children? So we could use the table or the graph. 2 children is here. There were 20 people that had 2 children. But I need this as a proportion. What does a proportion mean? A fraction. What's the bottom number of my fraction going to be? The total number of families, which is adding all those together. Would you say it makes 100? 100. So 20 over 100, which is a 1 in 5, if you simplify the fraction down. Okay, I've crossed off the next couple because you don't need to know those ones. Question 6. The following stem and leaf plot shows the times that each student finished running a race. If the mode time is 5 minutes and 23 seconds, what is the value of A? All right, we have a bit of a problem. The stem and leaf graph says seconds, just seconds. This is in minutes and seconds, so I need this to be in seconds first. So the 5 minutes, you'll times that by 60, so that's 300. And then you add on the 23, so this is a total of 323 seconds. Now, when you're reading off this stem and leaf, this would be 323 right there, or 304, 306, 309. That's how you read off those numbers out of that stem and leaf. Okay, so if the mode is 323, so here it is, mode 323, there's 2 of them. What is the value of A? Now, see how there's 2 9s here? At the moment, 309 and 323 both happen twice. If this one has to be the mode, I need 323 to happen a 3rd time so that it's happening the most. So this number needs to be a 3. So A is equal to 3. How many students competed in the race? Each one of the numbers in here is a person competing. The easiest way to count them up is just to count up your leaf. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I assume we count the A. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So there's 12 people counting the A. What is the range of the data? We talked about range already. It's the highest score minus the lowest score. The highest score is this one down here, but don't just take the 0, obviously. It is 380. And then you need to subtract the lowest score, which is up here, 304. So that means 76 is the range of that data. Interquartile range we didn't learn, so let's move on from there. I think we're done. Is that the end? That's the end.